So now we're off Blumenson, and I'd like to take you through a few arcades because I always think that these are East Asian arcades are very interesting. First thing you're going to notice on the left here are these strength testing devices. These are actually very common. You usually find them actually outside of the arcades. They're kind of a draw in. And there's actually a larger variety. This is a very large arcade, which in addition to the arcade also has roller skating, it has bowling, and some KTV booths you saw as we came in. Now on this side, you're going to see shooting ranges for BB guns as well as bows. These are also quite common. In addition to the electronic games, you do find things like this. We're now coming up on some VR stuff. This is not a game, it's like a roller coaster simulator. I've seen them a lot in China. They're not so common here, but this place kind of has everything, as you're about to see. Now, we're coming up on the crane game room, which I'll say that the next arcade we're going to look at has an even bigger crane game section. This is also very common in East Asia because a lot of these arcades are actually popular places for dates for younger people and even older people. I've actually, in China, I brought dates to arcades a time or two. And you have the kind of classic kind of win something for your sweetie kind of appeal going on here. Now, we're going to come up on the baseball section. This is a batting cage. There's another one behind us now. And this thing I think is maybe there's like a pitching related thing in here. Baseball is very, very popular in Korea, so you tend to see a lot of batting cages and things like that in arcades. And as we come to the exit of this particular arcade, yes, that is ring toss. But you'll also see what is not quite DDR. That is kind of a stereotype, happens to be true. You're going to see at the beginning of this arcade too. They are actually differently branded. They are called Pump It Up here, but they are very common and very popular. Now, this arcade was a lot more crowded, so you'll have to excuse how choppy. I kind of had to cut this footage to bits in order to make it work. But you're going to see, again, many, many crane games, both full size and smaller ones, as well as mystery boxes, which are kind of a like gambling for children thing that I'm kind of surprised that are still so common in this part of the world. So as we come up on the like horror cabinet that's in every one of these arcades and come to the One Piece figurine display that is the end of this, I'd like to tell you that if you are more interested about arcades in East Asia, I have actually two articles about these. You can see them in the description below. Thank you very much. And of course, if you appreciate this kind of content rather, leave a comment and subscribe.